All right, Shalom. This is Harwan by Nyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Harakah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, this is a response to the leader of the ISUPK, General Yohana, putting out a video that I'm gonna leave in the description. I'm not gonna play the video, but I'm gonna leave the video in the description so you can just click on it and hear it for yourself. Where he's telling his congregation and anybody watching him, he's telling them that they better get the V, get the jab in the arm. So it shows you the mindset of these false prophets that call themselves leaders of Israel. All right, he calls himself the second in order under the Lord, man, which we all know that's not true, but this is the truth. This is a statement that they make, that he's the second in command. Now, being in that mindset, if he was second in command under Yahushua, which is definitely not true, then he would not be in the mindset that he's in. He wouldn't be teaching with that damn funky ass hat on, and he would be still hitting the streets, and he would be telling the congregation to have faith. All right, and that's not what he's doing. He's saying you better get it, and for what reason and why would he tell his congregation to do that? All right. Now check this out. This is Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people caused them to err, man. And it's the leaders, man. It's, the ones that claim to be sent by the Lord or prophets. All right. And they're really not. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. All right. Or just serfs for the damn government, or a hireling, Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. All right, so that means they lack knowledge, because the scriptures say in Hosea 4:6, they're destroyed for lack of knowledge. So they claim to be in the truth, they claim to be Israelites, but they really still destroyed, man. This is Hebrews 3:14. For we are made partakers of Yahushua, if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end. Now, it's been many videos of that guy Yohana in the past, in the 80s or 90s or whatever. He had, I think it was the 80s, he had a video where he was selling a book and he was teaching with a rayon shirt on. You gotta watch them guys that wear the rayon colorful shirts, to show you they're about their money. Now, he was doing videos speaking, saying that the microchip is the mark of the beast. But now he's saying it's not. So that's a double-minded man, right? So that's a red flag right there. And now he's telling his congregation that they should take the V. Hebrews 3:14, for we are made, so they're supposed to hold fast the beginning of our confidence steadfast to the end, man. So your confidence means your faith. So they're supposed to hold their faith until the end. And that shows lack of faith, man. Going down to Egypt for help. Scriptures say woe unto them. And that word woe means destruction. All right. And he said, what? They that are led of them are destroyed. They're going to be led right into destruction, man. Hebrews 3:15, because this is the wilderness. All right, we in the wilderness right now. Esau made the world a wilderness. So everything that they come up with, everything that they do is always grievous, and cannot be trusted. The scriptures say, trust not thine enemies, because they believe in science. That's what they depend on. All right, on the left-hand side. So Hebrews 3, I said falsely so called because it's not knowledge at all. The word science just means knowledge or to know. And they don't know anything, all right? And everything they do is based on false knowledge, man. Okay, Hebrews 3 and 15, or hypothesis, which is a scientific guess. While it is said today, if ye will hear his voice, man, all right, and his voice are the brothers and apostles and elders that are teaching the truth, saying don't do it, don't take the chip, the mark of the beast, so on and so on. It says, harden not your hearts as in the provocation. And that's what he's doing. He's hardening his heart. 16, for some, when they had heard, did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses. So they started wanting to go back into Egypt. They didn't trust the Lord. All right. And the Lord just told us, hey, keep walking, keep moving, trust him. And he's going to take care of us. Verse 17, but with whom was he grieved 40 years? All right, when we was in the wilderness for 40 years. Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness? All right, that scripture say the wages of sin is death. So in these times, if you're dwelling in sin, all right, the Lord's saying what? That they're not going to make it out of here. All right. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Verse 18, and to whom sware he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not, man. All right, his rest represents the kingdom and also the truth. And that's why people like Yohanan are not in the truth. They're not resting with the apostles, Paul and Peter, He said, rest with us, man. But the testimony has to be the same. The doctrine has to be the same in the spirit. Now, it says what? Now it says, shall not enter his rest, but to them that believe not. And this dude believes not. And also 2/3 of our people, they believe not. All right. And they're not going to be able to enter the kingdom according to the scriptures. All right. So, and also sin, one of the laws, it tells you that you're not supposed to make any cuttings in the flesh. So we see that they could not enter in because of unbelief, man. So him and his congregation, they lack faith. They lack faith that the Lord can protect them, according to Psalms 91, where he said, no plague shall come nigh thy dwelling. And even if it does, the Lord is able to heal you. And even if you don't make it out of here alive, the Lord raise you up when he shows up. He bring you with him. It says Isaiah 14 and 16, that they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? This is Esau. That made, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness, destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. And that word wilderness just means a desert, all right, or a vacant land, man. And that's what this place is, just a dry land, a wicked place, a mirage. All right, this is Ezekiel 20 and 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. And this is that wilderness today. All right, that place that was prepared. The world that Esau has created with their imaginations and their system. All right. Job 9:24 say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and everything they've done with it is turned into a wilderness and a corrupt and perverted place. So you can't trust it, especially in the times we're in, man. All right. 36 or 35, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, man. And he's plead means to judge. all right, to bring judgment upon it, to enter into judgment. So the Lord is going to enter into judgment in these times today, especially when the Lord judges Babylon, America. All right. Like as I pleaded with your fathers, or entered into judgment with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. See the wilderness. So will I plead with you, or judge you, saith the Lord Yahweh. And he's judging right now. He's separating the sheep from the wolves, man, the goats from the sheep. And Yahana and ISUPK, a lot of those members, they're of the goats, man, on the left-hand side. They saying Yahweh's name. They're saying the Israelites, but it's about the doctrine, you know, and the actions that they're doing. It shows that their spirit is not of Yahweh. 37, and I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And that's the second covenant. All right. As the Lord brought us under the covenant with Moses, he's going to bring us under a new covenant. And it's going to be the elect. But the rod of his judgment is now where he's going to separate the sheep from the goats. And he's going to number the wicked of our people, even though they claim to be prophets or whatever. They're going to get numbered with the wicked. And it's going to be shown that they were just stumbling blocks. Look what they're doing, man. This is going to prove everything. That's why we got to thank the Lord for the hour of temptation. All right. If you're true gold will respect the fire because it's going to purify them. You know, especially the smith that's handling the gold or the coals. And that would be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So we're going to trust him to make us perfect. Yeah, in the midst of this adversity. Through faith. And that's weakening the faith. You say, just go take it. Go get that V. You better. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. Like, where's your faith, man? All right. Ezekiel 20 and 38. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's purging. The sift, Amos 9 and 8. Amos chapter 9. And I will purge out from among you the rebels. And that's what he is. He's a rebel. Okay? The ones that don't want to listen. And them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. All right? Now, we've been brought over here to this land, America, and scattered around the four corners of the earth. So this is the time of the Lord's judgment, of his sifting. And he's not going to let 2/3 enter into his rest, being part of New Jerusalem. Revelation 21, they won't be a part of that entrance into the kingdom. 39. As for you, O house of Israel, thus saith Yahweh, power, go ye, serve ye your idols. One of his idols, and that's what he's doing, man. He's going to serve the system. And hereafter also, if ye will not hearken unto me, but pollute ye my holy name no more with your gifts and with your idols. 40. For in my holy mountain, in the mountain of the height of Israel, saith Yahweh, there shall all the house of Israel, all of them in the land, serve me. There will I accept them, and there will I require your offerings and first fruits of your oblations with all your holy things. Okay? So we're going to be perfect. But in that land, we're going to look at the land as it's destroyed. All right? After the Lord brings the elect out from amongst the heathen, he's going to, the elect are going to come down upon the earth, and that land is going to be destroyed. It's going to have to be built up. And that's when we're going to be upset. Even though we're being glorified, we're going to have that remorse, and we're going to realize that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has loved us and raised us up as a people before the place. You know, we're at New Jerusalem. And that land is going to have to be built up. We're going to care for it like a baby and build it back up, man. Or a wounded individual. Or a dead person is going to be raised up. All right, giving life again. Hear the lions roaring in that place, meaning the children of Israel. All right. It says, let me see. All of them, verse 40, serve me. There will I accept them, and they, okay. Verse 41, I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries wherein ye have been scattered, and I will be sanctified in you before the heathen. So these are the times to trust Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You know, and ye shall see, that's the point. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I shall bring you into the land of Israel, into the country for the which I lifted up mine hand to give it to your fathers. All right. So once the elect get put into that land, after right now the Lord is purging out the rebels. All right, same ones that was back in the time when we came out of Egypt that wanted to go back into Egypt. All right, they had to take some type of leadership. Hey, we need to go back, man. Right, the Lord will show us. Just let's go back and see. And it says what? And there ye shall remember your ways and all your doings, man. So once we get in that land, we're gonna look and remember America, or that land that's in the distance that's still burning at that time, Babylon, and we're gonna remember everything that happened. All right. It says, and all your doings wherein ye have been defiled, and ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that ye have committed. All right. So in the kingdom, when we made perfect, we're gonna remember how wicked we were. All right. Verse 44. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have wrought with you for my name's sake, not according to your wicked ways, nor according to your corrupt doings, O ye house of Israel, saith the Lord power. All right, so now, First John 3 and 7. Little children, let no man deceive you, man. So let no man, not just Esau, not just TD fakes and people that's in the Christian churches, not just your family members, but people that claim to be in this truth. You got to judge them by their fruit, man, and see how what would the Lord do right now? What would Paul and Peter and them do? You know, Paul was bitten by a viper, and he didn't die. You know, Peter was able to raise the dead. That's what time we're coming into. 1 John 3 and 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous, man. All right, if you look back on, you know, the fruit that they bear, you know, selling merchandise, teaching with all black on, the guns, the telling people to get the V, the false doctrine, Sabbath on Friday and Saturday, saying the chip is not the mark of the beast. It's whatever, you know, saying this guy is the second in command under Yahushua, man. Well, the scriptures say that King David is going to be in command under Yahushua. And in the heavens, the angels, Angel Michael is in command under Yahushua. So what the hell? All right, so verse 8, he that committeth sin is of the devil. For the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. All right. Whosoever is born of Yahweh doeth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, that spirit, because he is born of Yahweh. All right. To get that that prick, or what you would call charagma, Okay. And then the prelude to that, which would be the V, those things are what? Against our laws, man. Getting cuts and cuttings in the flesh. All right. And the Lord told us with a straight command not to deal with Esau in these last days with their imaginations. All right. So verse 9, whosoever is born of Yahweh doeth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of Yahweh. Verse 10, in this the children of Yahweh are manifest, all right, through faith and spirit of truth and doctrine and prophecy. And the children of the devil, whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of Yahweh, neither he that loveth not his brother. All right, I'm going to with this, Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. All right, with that, man, I'm going to say shalom, and the link is in the description, so you can check the video out yourself.